Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. And we're here at the costume shop. Let's see what the costume guy knows. Hey, dude, what do you know?
Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind. But in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Do you know this dude?
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
How about this dude?
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
How about in the last week or so? Last week? Maybe, last 2 days?
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
This dude.
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that. Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Was it this dude?
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Kahn.
Kahn?
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
It's a buzzer, it's a buzzer, it's a buzzer, it's a buzzer, and there it goes!
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Oh my gosh, I now have something new that I must use on everybody! Yes! Okay, either that means I'm there, or... Hey, they're back! Let's talk. Very long walk.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
To shake your
Would
hand.
you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
This
Do
dude.
you know a man named Kahn? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Kahn was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
You know what this is?
What do you suppose this tool is used for, Sergeant Moo?
It looks like something an obstetrician would use, monsieur.
It was with tools like this that the clown made his escape.
I don't understand.
He opened up the hole and disappeared into the bowels of the earth.
If you say so, monsieur.
Couldn't I have just said it's a manhole cover opener?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
The clown knows.
I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
Yeah, you guys are very bad cops.
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No way. This could be an important clue.
If you say so, monsieur.
Okay, this...
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes!
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
What?
But
I have been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
That... What?
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
Do you know this dude?
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
No, I
So long,
refuse.
Inspector.
I shall do everything in my power to find this clown and bring him to justice!
See you later, Sergeant.
Oh, my name isn't George! I'm pretty sure I'm a lawyer. I forget what I was. George the lawyer! Because if games have taught me anything, lawyers do this kind of thing. Investigate and touch all the evidence. Back to her. Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Nico. Shake my hand.
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay, okay. I get the picture.
I didn't.
I have to go.
Okay.
I didn't use it.
I'll see you later.
I just told you about it. Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Shake my
Would you
hand.
like to shake my hand?
No, I wouldn't. I can see the future, remember?
But you can't see your own future. How do you know?
See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Did you see my future of shaking your hand, or did you see your own future of shaking your hand? And I have to call him because now I have a name, I just realized. I have a name now, mister. I have the name.
Hello? Who is this? Mr. Oh,
Got the
the
name.
man I'm looking for is called Kahn. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Kahn.
Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
The clown shall fall to justice. Lawyer justice. And I think I'll go this way. Actually, I don't know why I'm going this way. Okay, who are you guys?
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Do you know what this is?
No. Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
Fair enough.
Do you recognize this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I'm gonna have to hurry you.
ooh.
Wait, does he know?
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
What is...
Oh, rats.
This is going to come in handy eventually. I just know it.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No. I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. Nope, I don't.
Fair enough. Ask for the clown.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
You ever meet a guy called Plantow?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's.
This guy.
You happen to know a guy named Kahn.
That ain't nobody I know.
Kahn.
See you later.
Not
if you see me first.
I have a feeling it's a fake name, like a Kahn artist. Probably.
Excuse me.
Yes?
You look real trustworthy.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Hard labor.
Was that a goat? I swear I just heard a goat. This guy?
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw him.
This nose?
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
Technically, that's true. I've been in the sewer.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
How about Plantard? You know Plantard?
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No. That name means nothing to me.
How about Kahn?
Do you know a man by the name of Kahn?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and...
I told you. I don't know it.
Well, these guys weren't helpful. Inside! This is a lot bigger than it looks from the outside. Let me take a double look at the outside.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What?
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I ought to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Okay, me calling you guys not trustworthy was a good call. And that place looks a lot bigger on the inside than I think it does on the outside. Or it could be my perspective. This place is huge. Talk to everyone.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George. George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Yes. The front door.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
This dude.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
Okay.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Kahn?
I am familiar with only one person named Kahn.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of it.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organises fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling. I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
What happened last night?
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Oh, well, okay.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
Merlin. Okay. How about this thing?
Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Merlin? This nose.
Do you know what this is?
At a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Good heavens, are you trying to alarm me?
It's true. He uses the name Kahn.
Is this the guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about.
Ah.
That's the man who spurned me.
And that's something you really should be scared.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Kahn.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
All right, got some help here.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that Clark chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Alright.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantow's briefcase.
Probably incriminating evidence!
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
Alright.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
Shake my hand!
Just couldn't bring myself to use the buzzer on this dear lady.
Seriously? Okay, let's talk to this dude.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Plantard!
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
Clown.
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England, Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Okay, how about... Shake my hand.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
Nose.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven. Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
This thing.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
Alright, the photo.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Kahn.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
Ah, a lead!
What's your interest in Kahn?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Will you
Kahn!
help me investigate Kahn?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Oh well.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
And I think we'll call it here for an episode. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe and join the series. Till next time, stay classy, Internet. Toodles. See ya, George.